Welcome to the Advise Show, media the common sense approach. So ever since the Mizzou protest started and it spread nationwide, I've been reading a lot of the hashtags about being black on campus. Very eye-opening stuff that black people who aren't thugs and who aren't committing crimes, you know how that goes, just get an education and just do the right thing and we'll like you. Anyway, they protested at Mizzou. President left, the chancellor leaving at the end of the year, and you have some racists that got very upset by that. And this is the thing, they try to brand racists as just ignorant people from the South. Well, one of the suspects go to a college, he's an engineering major, and you have the other suspect as well, not from the South, and they're in school. We'll roll the clip.
University of Missouri police arrested Hunter Park at his dorm on the edge of the Missouri University of Science and Technology campus in Rolla. It was shortly before 2 o'clock this morning.
The safety of our students, faculty, and staff is a top concern, and we do not tolerate these sorts of activities. If there's a threatening speech, then we take action. We take appropriate and swift action, and that's what happened today.
8,900 students go to school here. Many said they were shocked upon hearing it was a classmate that had posted the threats.
It surprised me how someone from this campus would go to great lengths just to terrorize and just scare a bunch of other students from another campus.
Josh Johnson lives on Park's dorm floor and is a fellow engineering major. He describes Park as happy-go-lucky.
Like, he likes to joke around a lot, and I didn't know he would do something like this, I guess. It's not really reflective of him.
19-year-old Hunter Park from Lake St. Louis now faces felony charges of making a terrorist threat. He is a student at the University of Missouri Science and Technology in Rolla. He used the social media app called Yik Yak, which allows users to post anonymous messages, but Yik Yak knows where those messages originate and can trace them. The founders of Yik Yak say they do not condone the threats and it violates their terms of service. Also this morning, 19-year-old Connor Bryce Stottlemyre from Blue Springs, Missouri, is accused of similar threats at Northwest Missouri State. And someone made a different threat on Yik Yak, targeting students at the Missouri University of Science Technology in Rolla.
Now, there's been a lot of reports from the students what's been happening. I seen a picture last night from one of the colleges, and it was the Black Community Center at one of the colleges. They spray painted over that. They put the N word on this stuff. I mean, there's all kind of things going on at these colleges like it's the 1950s. Then you have the conservative media coming in and saying everything's a lie, everything's a hoax, they're making the stuff up. Then I'm posting things from one of the colleges. I posted last night on Instagram. I think we posted one on Facebook as well, from Bowie, I think State University, and they were saying how the police was cleaning off a swastika off of a dorm room area that was put on last night. You see, what are they trying to get at this? Understand something. The protests that the kids are doing, these black students are paying for college. They're not going there for free. It's not handouts like a lot of Republicans and conservatives like to talk about handouts. So they have a right to demand equal treatment. They have a right to demand a good education, free from racism, intimidation, and so on. Now, you got savages running around threatening them, telling them they need to leave the college and all this other stuff. A lot of black students got afraid with this. How long you think that stuff going to go on before a bunch of outside people really get involved with it? Now, they're doing peaceful protests. I thought, as long as you do it peaceful, nobody has an issue with it. Well, how is it that you got an issue with it? Because every time I look up, you're mad about it. And I'm talking about those conservatives and those racist people that don't want black people to say nothing about anything that's going on with them. Now, if they tearing something up in the middle of the street, well, it's destroying businesses is all they do. Now it's peaceful. Nobody destroying the colleges. Nobody throwing anything. And that's a problem as well. See, as long as black people got their nose on the ground and not speaking up for anything, that's fine. But the moment black people say something about the way they're being treated, then that is a problem. But let me say something about this and where I already knew this is going. The generation of black kids you see today isn't the turn of the cheek black people. That generation is old and a lot of them are gone. The generation you have today wasn't disciplined a whole lot because y'all said that it's child abuse. So they don't have a lot of respect for authority. This current generation is not for no jackleg preachers that's going to try to sell them out. You can forget that. They see right through that. This generation see right through the media propaganda, which I love it. They are so smart, and I'm glad they are. This is why they don't want you mainstream media nowhere near their events, because they seen what you did in Ferguson, how you sat there and they trying to talk to you about what's going on, and you don't want to really post that, but you want to post what a few criminals want to do and want to label everything that's going on in Ferguson that. They seen that. That's why they were throwing rocks at you, CNN, when you was over there. Same thing you did in Baltimore. Exact same thing. You wanted to show people doing wrong, but you didn't show the people that was cleaning up the wrongdoing. You didn't want to show the people that was standing in between people that was trying to loot or whatever and protect businesses. You didn't want to show the black people that do that. So they already understand your game. You are agenda driven, and you are upset that they kept y'all out of a certain meeting. Now, this is what I'm going to say to those black people. I get your position. The mainstream media is not your friend. They are a separate entity that's used to do a lot of divide, conquer, and they report half truths, and they want to, every movement black people have, they're going to be used to demonize it every time. So you do better keeping them out. But I was seeing too many tweets saying, oh, well, look what these racists are doing. Where's the media? You can't say we don't want the white media there, and then the next minute you want them there. You can't do that. Either you want them there or you don't. This is what I'm going to tell you. Stop begging people to film your stuff. You got a cell phone camera. Every last one of y'all got things to the internet. It's a lot of journalism majors that's going to these colleges. Let them use their cameras and upload it. You designate the people that's going to film and going to record. And even if those people are not around, you got a cell phone camera, get it on camera what these people are doing. Don't just tell us about it on social media. A video is more powerful than you just sending a tweet. So go on and take responsibility of your own journalism and do it yourself. It's everybody's responsibility at this point, because you have the right idea by keeping them out of certain things. You have the right idea because they're going to twist it and use it against you. Even when y'all said to that student reporter, y'all didn't want him around. They're already using that against you because you already know what they're on. Fox won't start running that, but Fox won't talk about all these racists that's doing this stuff. They won't talk about it. They want to lie every time. It's a hoax. It's this, it's that. They say, well, the student president, he lied about the Klan and this and the third. That's him on that. And I don't think he's right for doing something like that. If that's truly what he did, and he say he admitted it. But just because one person may say something doesn't mean it's not true what's going on over there with everybody. That's how I feel about it, because I don't trust nothing that comes from the media, because they lie every single time. Every time black people stand up and say something about what's going on with them, they always come to try to demonize it and then water it down and lie and everything else. That's why I don't listen to them, and I understand the bigger picture. Then the main young man that started the hunger strike, they already attacking him. Oh, well, I think he's fake because his father made $8.6 million last year. Now, it goes back to the video I talked about. You see, they always trying to scrutinize black people when they get money, what they do with it, how much they making. Why is it a big deal about what his father's making? His son got to make his own way. His father ain't got nothing to do with that. That's his son's choice. If that's what he chose to do, to stand up and fight for his rights. But it's a big deal because his father makes some money. So you think ain't got no white kids at that college fathers make money? But why all of a sudden it's a big deal and you putting it all out there like he shouldn't stand up for his rights? Just because you got money don't mean you're not black. You can't escape being black in America. You can be a billionaire, a trillionaire if you want to. You're still black in America, period. Doesn't matter if you got 2 cents or 2 million. Or 2 trillion, still black. So you're going to deal with the same things. This is the thing I'm just really seeing. There's been reports that, Black Lives Matter got involved and all this other stuff. And they say they want safe spaces at these colleges where black people could feel safe and not have any outside influence on some things. And there was also, and I read this, they wanted these safe spaces and they wanted to segregate. and they didn't want white students around when they're talking about their issues. Now, it's a twofold thing to that. In one instance, I get it, because you don't feel comfortable saying how you truly feel when you don't know if that person there could be just sitting there as a Fox News plant. You never know. You see them same students going to Fox News talking about everything they saw or heard. And so you don't know unless you vet it. That's one instance. Then the second instance, you may be alienating an ally, and you really don't want to alienate allies. But these kids, and I seen this coming, they was going to do self-segregation. I seen it. I said this like months and months ago. You keep messing with these kids, they not to turn the other cheek, their generation. They're going to say, well, we're going to get away from them. We're not going to fool with them. And they're going to constantly keep doing this if these racists won't leave them alone. And then they say, well, Dr. King, he wouldn't support that. Dr. King not here anymore. He was killed, remember? He was the most peaceful man. And everybody want to quote Dr. King. He said he had a dream. Yeah, and he said his dream turned into a nightmare, too. He also said, I feel I integrated my people into a burning building. He said that, too, but nobody talks about that part of Dr. King, what really got him killed. So we need to stop, bringing Dr. King up. We're not going to talk about every part of what Dr. King has said. But we need to get along, and stop doing all this ignorant stuff. I mean, to me, it's all stupid, all for skin color. But it's been going on ever since them folks came over here illegally. Okay, illegal aliens that the Indians fed, and then them illegal aliens just really tore up the place. You know the history of this country, but we don't want to discuss the history of this country. Donald Trump, But y'all got to get along, because I don't really see this turning out good, and those black kids are going to really start self-segregating, and y'all going to hate that junk. Trust me, y'all going to hate it. Well, they reverse racist. Well, stop the racism from happening. Stop them savages from putting swastikas up and all this other stuff they're doing. Stop them. And then so everybody can just get along. But what are they going to do? I told you, they not that praying generation. That's gone. And y'all part of the reason they were created. Because they'll have no limits to anything, because parents couldn't do nothing with them. So now everybody got to deal with them with a fight in them. Hit me up in the comments, future commentaries, subscribe.